This is why you should option out your driver's car with PCM Delete. This is what most GTX drivers use, noise cancellation headsets. The beautiful Swedish roads are yearly raped by the cold and bitter winters and the studded tires that we use during the season. That creates a very rough surface on our beautiful Swedish roads. As a consequence, the noise from the road and tires are planted in the coupe, making the PCM systems hands-free, useless above 90 kilometers an hour. And traveling to track days, the noise cancellation headset comes in handy. It's actually being used by many GT owners in Sweden traveling back and forth the track days. Don't misunderstand me, I don't want Porsche to add weight to the GT cars or the driver-focused cars by putting fabrics that would isolate the noise from the roads and the tires. No, I think I have a better solution that I actually think is much more racy than the noise cancellation headset.
So this is how we end up, shades of blue and gray.
This is the Sparco IS-150 BT. Together with your cell phone, it replaces the PCM system completely. Remember, the head unit of the PCM is 2.6 kilos. The head unit for the IS-150 is 350 grams. And to the head unit you need a headset, a Sparco NX1 in carbon fiber, 383 grams. And I think you should use one as well for the passenger. In total 1116 grams compared to the PCM 2.6. But speaking of weight, remember my weight calculation in my 991.2 GT3 RS review. I have done some calculation. I'm 180 centimeter long. That's about 5 feet 11 inches. I weigh 80 kilos, and when I was competing in go-kart, I weigh 5 kilo less. But to maintain the 75 kilos was a difficult task, so in this calculation I actually removed that parameter. Then I add the 18 kilos and I end up with 98 kilos or 215 pounds. So this is it. If you are 180 centimeter long and weigh 98 kilos or more, don't even think about or look at the Visage package on your GT3 RS. And if you invest in a Visage package, perhaps continue by investing 5.5 kilos more, deleting the PCM system. I understand that in certain countries like US that is not possible since the rear view camera is mandatory. But perhaps you invest in the spectacular PCCB brakes on a GT car and that saves a lot of kilos. And then you need to be careful because you could easily tick options in the option slips that will actually add a lot of kilos. Like the Bose sound system adding 6 kilos, it doesn't mix. But
Are you okay, honey?
I'm okay, honey.
Did you think about these yellow brakes in combination with the Boost stereo?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but it's nothing wrong with the Bose sound system at all, but certain things does not mix together. It creates, well, let's not talk about that anymore. Instead, let's try to see how we could take the IS-150 350 gram and replace it with a 2.6 kilos. Remember when I optioned out my Cayman T? Smoker package is something that I added. It's a lid. From the look of it, it's just a lid that we add, but also 12 volts behind the gear lever that I will come back to in another episode. Well, believe it or not, sometimes installation is much more easier than you think from the first time. I option out the smoker package to get more 12 volt access in this area. But this one I find a much easier solution. I took a cigarette lighter socket and also I installed a fuse, an extra fuse to make sure, and then I realized that everything fits perfectly in the center console. So amazing, and you just store everything beautifully inside this compartment. Give me a second. Like that, everything is neat. And, yep, headphones. Connecting, switch on, check, the system checks out, turn it on, Bluetooth on, headphones on. Oh yes, this is going to be exciting to test out these beautiful IS-150. And I have P-Car Talk already in my Sparco headset. It feels really cool to just jump into your car and put your headset on like it was a race car. It is a race car. Just to clarify that, this is a proper driver's car with more and more attributes to be or feel like a race car. You know, this Cayman T is growing on me each time I drive this car. It handles like a king, so to speak. Like it a lot. And when you drive away with your beautiful headset on, I feel quite racy if you ask me. And remember that my phone is now connected to the all of this, so hopefully I can switch over to my phone now and drive with beautiful music. No idea what this is, I just hit Spotify radio, and disclaimers, whatever royalty, I'm not paying for this music, it's Spotify that do that. Anyway, what is my thoughts about the system? Because I have driving it, and as right now I'm in the center of the city trying to get home, and it works really good. Do I have any complaints? Yes, I do. When I listen to music, as I do right now, it could be better sound for music. When I listen to P-Car Talk, for example, on the podcast, beautiful, nothing to complain there whatsoever. But music in my ears with this system, I have more to offer in that case than actually the spectacular noise cancellation headsets are a bit better. Let's tighten these. So how is this unit operate? Well, you turn it out in the top center, and in the below you can select AUX that you will actually connect in top of the unit. To the very left side you have the Bluetooth connection, and if you go above that you will have a race mode, and in the race mode this unit makes sure that nothing is interfering or distracting you for driving from the AUX or Bluetooth connection. On the very right side you will be able to adjust the noise cancellation going wider and narrower. And then obviously you have the volume from the right and left side, and in the top you are also able to get an output audio to your camera directly, or as I have done, I have connected it to a mixer to make sure that I could, control the sound, etc. So if someone calls me, if I want to listen to music, everything is within my hands in 1116 grams. And remember, with the installation I've actually made, I moved it even further, because now I can actually remove the entire system if I want to save that 1.2-ish kilos. Kind of like this, ladies and gentlemen. It feels special with the proper rally setup that I think I currently have. It's time to drive. Haha.
Just drive all the way to the rainbow's end. Just drive, and we'll never turn our backs again.
Are the GT models from Porsche that loud? Yes, they are. If you think of daily driving in the Northern Europe where the roads are raped, as I've already said, then this is quite good examples on how you could transform your noisy cabin on long trips to a pleasure. If you are a pop music listener, the sound of the noise cancellation headsets are better. But if you are like me and are a P-Car Talk fan and listen to podcasts, this is a much better solution. And remember, the perk with the Sparco solution is that you have two headsets that are connected to each other, making sure that you have your perfect communication with your passenger as well when you're listening to your podcast. Thank you, R101 Motorsport, and thank you, Sparco, for providing me with this product. Thank you for viewing my video and hitting that subscribe button. The effect of installing the IS-150 BT into your car is that you become a racing pilot, or anything with airplanes, helicopters, racing cars. You can feel my breath take every second. It's kind of racy, isn't it?